right, all right. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. All right. Get in here. Get in here. We are live. We are live. We are live. Um, hey you guys. Hey you guys. I'm a little early this today, but certain times things come up, but we have to be prompt. Things are happening, things are changing, so we have to, do things a little differently sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But welcome back to Messy Mondays, where we talk about everything and everything regarding reality TV, pop culture, entertainment, television, all the things that you could think of. So welcome back. Let's start with that. So it's it's a lot. It's not a lot because this season finale, eh, eh, it was alright. It was okay. But before I even start about anything, I hope everyone is having a good Monday. I hope everyone is having a good start of the week. Um, and I would just say that you know, I could say that on my end, a lot of things are beginning, are a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things in the universe is circulating right now. So thank God for that. Amen. Amen. And that's all we can ask for. But when it comes to the Real Housewives of it all, it's rumors going around that Shamea fired. What? I mean, Shamea, girl, you didn't get your contract. They say the contracts don't went out, and Shamea, you didn't get yours. Allegedly, Shamea, did you get your contract? They say Shamea didn't get her contract allegedly, and they say that Nene, the network, possibly wants Nene to return. What? Now, two things can be true at the same time. Two things can be true. Shamea's position on the show could possibly be rocky right now because of, for one, her demise with Portia, demise with Angela. Uh, Now she has a demise with Kay. So it's like the only really friend you have on the show is Kelly, and I can see you being friendly with um Pinky, but that is only going to get you so far on this show if you're not able to be in a good place with most of these ladies. Like I know they like argue and bicker and things like that, but Shamir, you really not getting along with nobody on the show. And like what else is there for you to do on this show because you're not getting along with nobody. And it's so draining to see. It's so draining to see. Like, and I don't honestly, I'm gonna say this. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Shamia left the show and I could see and I would want to see how Kelly would maneuver this group without Shamia. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because honestly, I feel like that Kelly, if Shamia leave, Kelly gonna stay on this show because for one, she need to check. Let's say that she need to check for one because baby got so many bills, and I ain't, y'all. I ain't shaming Kelly for having the things of the things, but I'm just saying, I would like to see Kelly on this show without Shamea and see how she would maneuver on this show without Shamea, because I feel as though that Kelly has been using no Shamea has been using Kelly to get to Portia. Yeah, 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 and it's I mean it's clear as day you can see it throughout the season. Like like Shamea, you've been using Kelly to get to Portia because you couldn't have a conflict with her yourself because Portia has been paying you dust in Candy's voice. So it's like you've been using Kelly to get to Portia because that has been your only that has been your only dog in the fight with Portia because Portia has been paying you dust. It's just called a thing a thing. So I feel like that I would like to see Kelly return without Shamia and see how she would maneuver the group. Now, as far as Nene returning, I mean, if Nene returns, we would need another OG in the group to kind of balance everything out besides Cynthia. We need another OG. So it couldn't be Kenya because, they still got that whole Brit Eaty thing going on. So that's not going to be an option. So it would need to be another OG. Like a Sheree or a Marlo. Mm-hmm. Well, Marlo ain't really the OG, but it would have to be another another OG that could fit in the friend role. But I feel like if they bring Nene in, Kelly might have to get bumped down to a friend because Nene requires a lot of check. Nene requires that check, you know. So I don't know, but it all things are just alleged, and I think I seen was something where Andy Cohen was he kind of they said on Twitter where Andy Cohen basically was like speaking against the claims or speaking on the claims of like all that stuff being false as far as Shamia not returning and Nene coming back. So I don't know. And I think that Andy is not in this headspace where he wants Nene to come back. I don't think it's his ultimate decision because it's people that's over him. So I don't know. I don't know what goes on up there at Bravo. But I mean, some fans want Nene back. Some fans could do without having Nene back. Um, but I wouldn't mind having Nene back. But I feel like they wouldn't bring her back like full time right off the bat. They'll probably usher her in as like a friend alongside Cynthia and keep the main cast as it is, and probably take out Shamia and keep the main cast as it is, and probably bump Kelly down to a friend. That's what I'm thinking. And also, Kelly's husband also did a lawsuit against Bravo, like for like $200 million. Even though like that's not really going nowhere because like, sir, you can't sue that network for no $200 million and expect for them to pay up like that. Like they not anything that won't even go to court, sir. And not the man that Kelly was married to, her ex husband, he's in jail right now. So, well, he was in jail by when the season finale aired. Last I think they wrapped like last October, November. So that when that season finale aired, it wasn't jail then. I don't know about now. He probably out now, but he had went to jail. But I think he was suing them like during the time when they were filming or things like that. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I don't know. I don't know. We just gonna have to wait and see because nothing is confirmed until it's confirmed. Like these are all like reports and stuff that's leaking, and none of this stuff is confirmed yet. But they do. But I mean, contracts have went out for season 18, so somebody is getting some information on the back end, and something is being leaked. But we can't really, we have to like take the Shamea rumor and Nene rumor with face value because it really hasn't been confirmed by the network or anything like that. But I mean, if Shamea is out for season 18, I won't be surprised because it's just like, what else do you have to do within the group? Because you're not getting along with none of these ladies. It's like it's really getting tired. It's really getting tired because like you can't get along with nobody on the show. So I don't know how we go from here with Shamia. Really, I really don't know. But that was my first little, my first little report that I wanted to get out there or whatever. But let's get into the episode. So the episode basically, they basically do a run through of like what has went on throughout the whole season, and just give us a quick recap of what has went on throughout the whole season. And they open it up with Portia and Drew and Cynthia doing a Go Naked promo shoot at Portia's house. And like one thing I love about when you have a house of that magnitude and all that space, you don't have to rent out nothing to do stuff like that. Like far as like a promo shoot, if you want to film something like do like content and things like that, you have the house to do the content at. You have the house to do the content, so you don't have to rent out no studio, no event space, nothing like that. I mean, you can have parties at your house for everything because you got the house right there. Like, I wouldn't pay nothing to have nothing nowhere. I would have everything at my house because you have the space right there. But they're having a promo shoot for Go Naked and Drew and Cynthia there, and um, I feel like if anything, this is definitely a business relationship when it comes to the coin of it all. I do feel as though Cynthia and Portia has a some level of friendship that is genuine because they have known each other for years. Portia came on this show in season 5, and Cynthia has known Portia since then. So they definitely have a history together. But this definitely is a business type relationship. But they do know each other personally. Now with Drew, now I feel like that when Drew came in season 13, Portia really like was riding for Drew. Like she really helped her out with her style. She really like helped her out like a big sister, kind of like how Nene helped Portia out. But then Portia left. Drew stayed on the show, and then when Portia came back in season 16, it's like she kind of. I think Portia was just in her feelings that Drew was working with Dennis and didn't tell her initially, and she was just. I feel like she just wanted that to be a problem. Really, Portia just wanted that to be a problem. But and that's why she was able to move on from it so fast because it wasn't really that serious. Why you had to have a whole problem with Drew last season, Portia. But anyway, so they doing a photo shoot, they kissing and stuff like that. Portia joking that the next scene was gonna be in her room. Portia I was gonna give us a good key. Like a good key is talk about the next team is gonna be in her room. Okay, Portia. Okay, Portia, because we know that Portia is Portia sexual now, but we know what that means. Pinky is at home with her team, and she lets her team know, all of the struggles that she has been through, buying back her business and all that, and she has signed for more franchises, in Vegas and DC. So give it up for Pinky, like that's major. I really like Pinky being on the show for some reasons, because Pinky is showing like what really black um black business owner at the top of the game is looking like. Because Pinky is a serial entrepreneur and is a multi-millionaire business owner, and now she has these franchises of Slutty Vegan that is like running across the world. So Pinky is doing it, even though she, lost her company, brought it back, got $1 million to death, $4 million to death, and was going to file bankruptcy at one point, decided not to file bankruptcy, and then ended up filing bankruptcy. I don't know. It was some confusion in there because she told the ladies in the episode that she didn't end up filing bankruptcy, but then by the time they got to the end of the episode, it said that she actually did end up filing bankruptcy. So which was it, Pink? I don't know. Kay is also getting ready for her listening session because she has a listening session that she's doing for her new album titled Jesus and Whiskey. One thing about Kay, she always have, I wouldn't say weird title albums, but she has title albums that are different and title albums that people may not get. Um, because one of her album titles, um, what is the name? It's one name. It is, and it's one that people talk about. Was it All Monsters Are Human? Yeah, like she got, yeah, like her last album was in 2023, and that album was I'm the Problem. She got another album called All Monsters Are Human. Of course, the album More Issues Than Vogue, one of my favorite albums by Kay. Oh, I love that album from start to finish. Um, and then another good one by her, Anybody Want to Buy a Heart. And then of course her first album was Rebellious Soul. So her album, but that Jesus and Whiskey, everybody don't like. Everybody's like side eyeing that title, but I'm like, it's K. So like, what can we expect? But she's getting ready for her listening session, and she's decided about that. Um, Pinky meets up at a forest, pumpkin patch type of place with Kay and Shamea and their kids. Well, yeah, with Pinky's kids and Shamea kids. When they get there, Kay instantly shades Drew and say that she'll make a good witch. I'm like, Kay, you stay with your neck on Kay. You stay with your neck on Drew. You stay with your foot on Drew's neck. I mean, like, you claim, like, I don't know, you claim it's, by the time it gets to this episode, you claim it's no more issues, but you stay have something to say about Drew. But here we go. They recap Shamea's party from the previous night and says that Drew kept inserting herself into the whole Angela of it all. Shamea said that she is fighting for her life within this group because she feels like she's always on defense mode. Shamea shaded Drew up about the horse and said that the horse that was brought to her house took a poop in her yard and she got a bill from her HOA for like $2,200. I'm like, $2,200 for a horse pooping in your yard. Now HOA people that live in HOAs, is that something that you would get charged for, and it would be that much amount, please let me know. Because I'm looking at it like, nah, Shamea, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not a homeowner yet. Peep that yet. But and I don't know about the whole. I've heard things about the HOAs and everything like that. But like, would you really get a bill for $2,200 for a horse pooping on your property? But that's what Shamil said. So she said that she changed Drew and said about the horse and said that Drew doesn't need another debt collector. Okay, Shamil. Okay, Shamil. I mean, we really don't know Drew to have too many financial issues. I mean, we do know that she's in court a lot and she's like paying a lot of stuff with attorney fees, and now she's paying child support and stuff like that. But we really hadn't known Drew to have a lot of financial issues. So Shamil just be throwing stuff out that she think gonna stick. Um, Kay tells them about her listening party coming up, and told them she was excited about that. Shamia SK is Drew gonna do the Star Spangled better. I don't know what the half of that, but for a that, because like Shamia be trying to joke and be trying to crack jokes, but they really don't land. So that's why it's like I don't know what to say about that one, Shamia, because it really don't land. Because why would she do a Star Spangled Banner at a listening party? Make it make sense, Shamia. Make it make sense. Anyway, um, Drew and her mom go on a tour. They go visit this home. Drew is visiting a home to tour because she may possibly have to leave the marital home that her and Ralph share. But we know that if she eventually did had to leave, but during the season, they were talking about her. She was talking about her possibly having to leave the home because the judge was going to decide who's going to have to leave the home. Now let me tell you this. It's such a shame when the judge has to decide which party has to get the home, which party has to leave the home. Like, y'all people, and I know divorces can be nasty and things like that, but y'all people can't be like, amicable and just say, hey, well, you know what? I could say this. Like I know a lot of men and their egos, they would never allow a woman to have the home in the divorce, especially if they make more money than the woman and they are the primary breadwinner. Their ego would never allow the woman to keep the house. But that just unfortunate though, because that just puts the woman in a bind, and you just basically putting you just making her and the kids move out. But I mean, I think that Ralph ended up getting not full, but primary full custody, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It was something about custody. I don't know. They got a lot going on. They got too much going on. Drew and Ralph, too much to talk about. But they touring the house or whatever. Drew and her mama touring the house with the realtor, and six bedrooms. I forgot how many bathrooms, like 7,000 square feet. Um, Drew looking at the master bedroom said it's kind of small. I mean, it don't. I mean, we regular people down here, so I mean, I like the house. The house nice. I would say the kitchen was kind of small, but I know that Drew, being a person that probably entertains, she has 3 kids, has family that comes over and stays, so she probably need a little more space than the average person. But hey, it don't take much to please us regular people. Amen. Amen. But Um, Drew talks with her mom about the upcoming court date and says that she hopes that she can keep the home. She said that would be great for her and the kids. Her mom says that the kids are out of control, and this is where I had to stop and pause right here, because Drew's mom said that the kids are out of control, and sometimes they don't even want to listen to her. Now I said, now that's a shame, and I said that kids kids see and hear everything. Kids notice behaviors. Kids notice patterns. Kids notice energy change in everything. So when they know that mommy and daddy are not getting along, sh- shoot, daddy is not even staying in the same room with mommy. He's living in the basement. So they know that mommy and daddy is disconnected. So excuse me, that probably causes some type of feelings within the kids that probably make them feel some type of way, and that's probably leading to the behavior issues that they are having, and very much so. So when Drew's mama said that, I was like, I can see why the kids are having these sad behavior issues, because mama and daddy not getting along. If the foundation is not steady, what make you think the kids gonna be just in the best headspace? Because the energy within the home is not where it need to be at all. So the kids are picking up on the energy, and it's gonna translate to them. Energy is everything. So I just had to note that. Um, Drew says that Ralph and his attorney are fighting for full custody. Um, and she just gets really emotional about that, because she says that Ralph is really trying to paint her out to be this absent parent, when he knows that her career being an actress, she is constantly um on flights, traveling out of town, on different sets or whatever. And she says that even when she's traveling for work, she's still checking in on the kids and FaceTiming them while they're doing their homework, and FaceTiming them, while before they go to bed and things like that. So, like, she said that she may not be there every night, but she is very much still a present parent when it comes to the kids. So, but Ralph gonna do anything to paint Drew to be the bad guy, especially now. So, I, I, Ralph is terrible. He's horrible. He's horrible. Drew gets emotional because she says that she has to provide flight records showing that she was actually working when she said she was, all the way back from 2023. What? Like, really? This girl has to show flight records, her flight history back from 3 years ago, to prove that she was actually working when she said she was. That is so stupid. Like, I don't understand. That's so stupid. That's so stupid to me. But that's so stupid. Um, Ref is also, yeah, like I said, Ref is, I already said that. Ref claiming that Drew is the present mother. But her mom prays with her and just, encourages her that everything's going to be all right. Thank God for her mama. Um, Phaedra has a meeting with her partners and Kelly to discuss the upcoming hearing that they have. She said the judge filed a emergency hearing, and they are meeting with Kelly today to prep her. She said that Phaedra filed a motion for delinquent child support that he owes it, as far as Kelly's ex-husband, and the situation about the kids not being able to film. Um, so mm, Kelly Kelly thanks the team and Phaedra's partners for everything that they're doing, And Phaedra asked Kelly how does she feel about seeing him in the courtroom setting. Kelly said that she haven't seen him in years actually, and she actually has a lot of anxiety about it. I mean, being as though even though some of Kelly's behaviors I find cringe, just like her best friend. But being as though everything Kelly is going through with her ex husband, I mean I see why she does have a lot of anxiety, and that's why we have to be extra careful and take care of our freaking mental health because we don't we have to, and you never know what it could cause like that. Like we have to take that stuff serious because it could cause for us to have, you know, other problems as well. So we have to really take that stuff seriously. And I hope Kelly is taking that stuff seriously. Where we at now? Next we have Drew is having her mom a party for her birthday. Drew's mama look good, and she is turning 81. Drew mama look good. She look good. She look good. She look good. Um, so Drew said that all her family, most of her family from Chicago, is coming to the party, and she had to rent an Airbnb for the party because she couldn't have the party at her own home. She couldn't have the party at her house because Ralph, terrible, terrible ass, Ralph, it was his weekend to have the house to himself, and he told Drew no. I'm like, that's like he treated her like a little kid. He treated her like a little kid, and it's so sad. Um, everybody there at the party. Fraser, Portia, and Angela arrived at the party. It was interesting that I didn't really see Drew inviting everybody else to the party. Um, maybe she probably. I'm surprised that she did it instead of invite to Pinky because her and Pinky really don't have an issue. Her and Drew and Shamea, I mean, don't really get along like that. But I guess she just wanted to invite the people that she wanted to be there. So Portia, Phaedra, and Angela come arrive at the party. Phaedra tells Portia about the horse situation that happened at Shamea's house, and Portia was just like, not a horse. Drew tells the girls about, Ralph telling her that she couldn't have the party at the house and all this and that. And they're down there drinking drinks. And Dr. Ken comes in to say, hey to the ladies. Now, if y'all don't know Dr. Ken goes back. Dr. Ken has a lot of history on this show. If you remember season 7 on this show, Dr. Ken had a whole therapy session with the ladies in season 7. Nene actually called for that, um, for that. Hold on, was that the same doctor? The same doctor. Hold on, am I getting the doctors mixed up? I think that was the same doctor. Is that the same doctor? Is that the same doctor that did the the session with? I think that is the same doctor. Anyway, I think that is the same doctor that did the. No, I think that's two different doctors because that man that did the session with Nene in season 7, he looked kind of different than Dr. Ken. But anyway, Dr. Ken, I know I've seen him on the show before with Drew, and I seen him on the show with somebody else. But I don't think it's the same doctor. I think they look alike, but I don't think they're the same doctors. I think I'm getting them too mixed up. But anyway, Dr. Ken comes down and hugs Phaedra, and baby, him and Phaedra, it was giving like secret Lovers, yeah, that's what we are. To away from me. Like, baby, Dr. King came out there. Him and Fraser was hooked up. Like, it was good to see you. Like, we just seen each other, like, recently, and it's good to see you tonight. He was hooked up on each other, like, really hugged up. And Fraser was like, and Portia always cheer me out with her reaction. Portia remind me of my sister when it comes to her reaction, because she was just like, oh. Portia was like, oh. And Drew doing the same thing, like, like, talking to T or whatever. Portia said, Phaedra said that she does like Dr. Ken, Angela said, he is still a man. Portia asked Dr. Ken if he's married. He says, why you in my business? Oh, Dr. Ken is who? Dr. Ken is something else. They go back upstairs and Black comes to the party. Drew says that her and Black are still friends, and that's it. I think the interviewer asked Drew a question about Black, and she was like, "So what's going on with you and Black now?" And Drew was like, "We're still friends, and that's it." Drew was like, "Black stay where he stay, I stay where I stay. We don't see each other often, but what we do, we try to see each other." Drew, stop with the semantics. Drew, Black may be a friend, but he a friend. He probably a friend with benefits. But I understand why you wouldn't say that on the show because of your terrible husband. Because he would probably use that against you in court. So I get it, Drew. But Black is more than a friend. He's a friend with benefits. It's okay because you separated from your husband. Well, y'all divorced now, but at the time y'all wasn't divorced. So I would get it why you wouldn't want to portray to the world like you're sleeping with this man while you're still while you're in the middle of a divorce. I get it, Drew. But we know you and Black are more than friends, but it's all right. I get it. So they get back. So Black says hey to the mama, and she decided to see Black. Though I say Black be around the family because the mama was very excited to see Black. Black be around the family. So this more than a friend. But anyway, so Drew plays her new song. It's called Happy. Is it called Happy Birthday? Lord, what's the name of the song? It's called Happy. It's a birthday song, but it's called It's Your Birthday. Okay, and um, I like the song. It's a song that you could play, like when you getting ready to go out or somewhere. Just a little cute little bop or whatever. I like the song, Drew. It sounded good when you were playing it. When they was playing it on the show. So I like the song, Drew. The melody is nice. The melody is nice. I like the song. I like the song, Drew. Drew can make a little bop now. I ain't gonna lie. So get back to my notes. Lord, I'll be reading. Um, and Dr. Ken, he bet down a dance with the mama. Dr. Ken is fresh. He's one of them fresh. He one of them fresh men. Dr. King is fresh. He was dancing with them. He was all up on the mama, dancing and thing. I said, look at Dr. King is fresh. Dr. King is something else. Now we back at Shamea house. Shamea new surrogate. Her name is Daphne. She comes over and meets with her and Jared. I ain't gonna say this. I really be wanting to skill Shamea scene, but I'm gonna talk about it because it's part of that storyline. So Shamea new surrogate. Her name is Daphne. She comes over and meets with her and Jared. Shamea tells us again that she has one more male embryo. The surrogate tells her that she had to get some more labs done, but everything is looking good. Gerald thanks the surrogate for doing this for her and telling her how important it was to their family. Shamea also lets the the surrogate talk to her mom and her daddy on the FaceTime. Now, y'all wrong on Twitter. Y'all is wrong on Twitter because y'all was not y'all saying that y'all was looking on the camera to see did that man have teeth or not. Y'all is dead wrong. Y'all is dead wrong for saying that. But it came up in my mind too. So, but y'all is dead wrong for saying that. Check us to see if that man had teeth in his mouth. Anyway, Shamia let her mama and daddy talk to her surrogate, and they just show support and just let her know that she needed anything to call them as well. While Shamia was talking to her surrogate, she gets emotional, because of the previous failed transfers that they had. It says that she just wants to give Jared everything he wants because he's so good to her, and she just lets. Well, she says that in her confession, but she tells the surrogate that she just didn't know how important this was to her, and she just thanks her, for doing this, and just really shows gratitude towards her. So that was nice. Moving on, though. I ain't gonna say that. I hope that. I mean, I think there are reports out now that the surrogate is pregnant. So good for them. Um, yeah. Yeah. So Portia is home, and Sway comes over. Portia says she doesn't know she's ready to move on since her divorce, but she wants to be intentional and honest. Portia says Portia and Sway sit down and they start talking, and she explains that Sway is a person that helps people open up their salon suites and things like that. And she teaches classes and things like that, and gives advice to people that's opening up their own salon suites and things like that. Portia said that she was gonna pop in on the meeting or the Zoom today, and Sway was like, "Don't do that, because every time you do that, I can't I can't focus or whatever." Portia called it being a cute stalker, or cute stalker. Would call it cute or just being a stalker, but she said she called it being a cute stalker. Sway then asked where her and Portia stand, because Sway was like that she's not in the business of being in the middle of a part of, she said a part of a triangle. If I can remember. Yeah. Sway said that she ain't with being a part of a triangle. And Portia says that Mike still is in the picture of some. And Sway was like, "Well, is there love over there?" And she was like, "Well, Portia is like, well, I am a lovable person." But according to Portia, Sway was also dating another person as well. Um, so she was like, if the energy matched, to where you're not dating another person, then we can talk about it. Portia says that them spending more time together might be a problem for Mike, but they just have to see how it goes the more time they spend time together. But I'm gonna just say this: Portia and Sway definitely have more chemistry than her and Mike. Even though, like, I just and even like seeing them on social. Well, of course, we know on social media they are together now, but it just seems like that her and Sway have more chemistry. Like, it's what it is. What it is. Her and Sway have more chemistry, and I like them together. I mean, Portia like to get married fast, so I don't know. Portia is Portia is Portia is the Portia is the wife material. I hope she don't. I mean, I don't think she'll get married this way so fast because it is a different type of relationship. But like I said, Portia is a marriage type of girl, so it won't be long. Like it won't be long. Like I could probably give it another year and they'll be engaged. Maybe not even another year. Maybe another. Maybe by the time we come back, no. I would say maybe by the time season 18 in, by the time we get to season 18 reunion, they'll be engaged. Yeah. Of course, she be ready to get married. Like she be, but I hate. I just be want my girl to take her time because she don't mind getting married. Like she don't mind getting married. But like, mm like, and I ain't saying like Sway. Like the only red flag I seen was Sway. Like when they was on that live. No, when they was on that video and they was in the Bahamas and like the drunk guy came up and he was asking Portia if she was Portia, and then Sway was like really doing too much, like trying to, like I understand Sway trying to be protective of Portia, but like Sway was like doing too much, like trying to get the guy away. But I understand, but Sway was doing too much. But we'll see how it go. But Portia, by the time we get to the reunion next week, Portia says she's in love, so that's why I say don't be surprised they be engaged soon. So now we're at Angela's home with her family having dinner. Angela says that the property that she had indicated that the tenants are moving in, so that is some income that's coming in. And she said that she just had a photo shoot for her fan with her fan line called Fancy, and she hopes it to be released by December. Well, that was December of last year, and I don't think they're released yet. I think it was some type of delay when it came to the product or whatever. So Angela asked Angela asked her daughter why her wife didn't come, and her daughter says that she is working. So they call her on FaceTime. Angela revisits the last conversation her and her daughter had, and said that she was telling the wife one thing, but it didn't go the same way that she was telling how it was telling the wife. So they showed a flashback of where like they was they the daughter was on the phone with the wife, basically telling her like how if the conversation had done went, and Angela inserted herself and do like try to basically like tell her like that's not how it's going, things like that. So they were still having out then. Um, so when they got on the phone with the wife, uh, the wife said that she does recognize how she understood how hurtful it was to Angela that they got married without telling her, and she apologized. The wife did. Angela's daughter said that she was secret about it because she did not want to prove her right, and the work that you have to put in is hard as far as being married. Her daughter said that her mom, that Angela was right, um, about everything that you have to do to make a marriage work, and about the things you have to do in order once you get married, and the things that come with it. Um, And I think that was Angela's concern, that if she was ready to take that step. And I don't think that it was more so her being with the woman, because I think that that's going to come up with it at, at the reunion. It was just her so concerning that she was ready for this next step as far as being married. Angela said that she didn't want to be right, but she just wanted her to be happy in this. So I appreciated that moment because people online were speculating that Angela was homophobic and things like that. And in these days times, that's not a good claim you want to have against you, especially when you have a child that is queer. So, um, I'm glad she said that, and I know she's gonna cleared up at the reunion because I do see in the trailer that Andy does ask her about that. So moving on. Now we at Kay's listening session. Kay's little sister is there. I haven't seen Kay Michelle's little sister, I think, since she did her reality show on VH1, where she just did her reality show by herself. And Kay Michelle's little sister looks just like her, like they are twins to the floor. But everyone else is there, even Drew. They started arriving, taking pictures and everything. And as soon as Drew walks up, Shamea starts Shamea. Shamea shows Drew the bill that she got from her HOA, with the horse shattered in her yard, and the bill was for $2,200. And I'm like, really, Shamea? $2,200? Ain't no way. But like I said, y'all let me know if that is a fee that you would get for something like a horse or something doing that in your yard. Because like, was it just the horse being there, or was it like the actual poop? Because I could see you getting a fee for the horse probably being there. But as far as the poop goes, like, could you just like get that cleaned up and be done? I don't know. I don't know, Shamia. I don't know. We gotta see about that one. Um, Kelly. I mean, we get an update on Kelly in that scene where they was out there at the when they first got there. Cynthia asked Kelly how was the hearing, and Kelly says that there was no hearing, but it's been a good day. So apparently Kelly's ex-husband filed a motion against the county, so no court was had when they were supposed to have it. I'm like, this man is exhausted. I don't see how Kelly was married to this man. They say you really find out who a person is when you divorce them, but I'm like, how was this Kelly married to this man for 11 years? Jesus, my Lord. Drew says as far as the bill that Shamil gave her, she said she would have a look. She said it's really corny, but she would look into it, and she gave her the Phaedra. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Phaedra is everybody's attorney now. So Phaedra started reading over it. She started reading over it. Like, one thing I can give Phaedra as far as being an attorney, the people that I think it just the show paints it out that Phaedra may not have the most success record when it comes to case and stuff, but I mean Phaedra be knowing what she be talking about when it comes to the legal stuff of it all. So I don't know like who all Phaedra has represented in Atlanta, besides Bobby Brown and Sheree and not Kelly, and I don't know. I know she represent. I've heard that she represent like a lot of local people in Atlanta and large and some sports people and stuff like that. So we just may not know notable people that Phaedra has represented. But one thing I can say, Phaedra is really smart, and I don't discredit that when it comes to the legal stuff of it all. Phaedra know what she be talking about. So Phaedra was looking over and she was just reading the terms or whatever and really breaking it down to what it was. I was like, okay, Miss Phaedra. Portia rides with Sway and Shamea's face immediately turns straight. I'm like, girl, you can't even keep a straight face when Portia walk into the room. Like, that's how you know you so bothered about Portia. That should be the next thing, bothered about Portia. And you need to get that like tattoo, like, or a shirt on your or something, because you are so bothered about Portia. Do you know that if I'm somewhere and somebody that I don't like walk into a room, do you know how? Do you know how easily it would be for me to keep the party going? Do you know how easily it would be for me to keep a straight face and still act like that the person don't even exist? I'll probably even say hey to the person like, "Hey, how you doing?" and keep it moving. Like you gotta kill the people with kindness, Shamea, but you just get bothered. You get bothered. You can't even keep a straight. You can't even keep a straight face while when these girls walk into the room. You just honestly give like you got a chip on your shoulder. You got a chip on your shoulder. Soon this Portia walk into the room, you got a chip on your shoulder. I hate that for you. I really do. Um, she says in her confession that she tried to do everything to salvage this friendship, and she says she's going to match her energy at this point. So the energy that Portia gave you was she came in not really saying anything to you, but it wasn't like she came in looking mean or came in like, with no negative energy, but she just came in and she didn't speak to you. Okay, cool. You ain't gotta speak to her. Well, I mean, you didn't. But it's like you just got a chip on your shoulder. That's what's going on. Answer brings the fans for the ladies to try test. One gets caught in Portia's wig, and she was like, she got to take it back to the manufacturer, but she was like, girl, you ain't got to put it that close to your wig because we don't need no malfunction to happen or nothing like that. So that was funny. Um, so Kay gets on stage and she sings her song, Jesus and Whiskey. And they just out enjoying the moment and just enjoying her performance. Now, Pinky, I didn't like when you did this. Now, Pinky was on her confessional and she was like, she was praising Kay and giving her tens, which was rightfully deserved, and she was just like, Drew could never. Now that why now Pinky, why you had to do that? 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 That one because see y'all y'all can't now Pinky. Now you can't. Let me say this: when people say stuff back to you and they call you out about something, you can't say nothing because it's all for a game. Because when you throw shots and when you throw darts in your confessionals, you gotta be able to, you gotta be able to, you gotta be able to, to take it whenever somebody say something back to you. So don't be surprised if when Drew say something back to you, and you just gotta take it up on the chin because sometimes you have to just take it on the chin. Because that if I feel like it wasn't necessary in that moment because at that moment, Drew and Drew and Kay working along, but shortly after they weren't. But also we gotta think about these confessionals are filmed after the season, so she probably had changed her heart about Drew after the fact. But I'm like, it really wasn't necessary. But here we go. Um, I can tell the lady that she's not filing for bankruptcy anymore. That's why I'm confused about that. I'm like, are we not? Portia and Sway in another part of the place toast to being exclusive. So they really are exclusive now. Like they really are a thing. Like, okay, Portia and Sway. I see y'all. So after her performance, they really come back together and Case just thank them for coming to the listening session. I'm gonna say. So Pinky says that it was great to see Kay. Hold on, I forgot about something. when Kay was singing, she was. I don't. I think Kay was doing this to be shady. She was. She was. She was. While she was singing VSOP, she was giving the mic to all the ladies to sing a part of the song, and then she also gave the mic to Drew. Now you was being a little petty there, but I mean, what was it a good little moment? It was okay little moment. I feel like now Portia really surprised me. Portia got a little tone on her. I mean, we could talk about that song Flatline that she did, but Portia got a little. She got a little tone on her. Everybody. Some people can just keep a tone or have a little voice, but Portia got like a little tone on her. I was like, "Hi, Portia." Yeah, I was singing. Of course, Shamea gonna be the first one to sing with her extra self, and Drew. She didn't. Drew didn't. Drew played like she didn't know the song, but so she just like ad lib the song a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I was like, okay, Drew, but Drew, you know that song. Everybody know VSOP. Come on now, that was her first single. Um, so I hate we had to end like this, but Kay and Drew goes back to the black of it all. Drew shows because like I don't know how we got there honestly because like they was like it's good now, but like Kay was like besides you trying to attach me to that man, and Drew was like oh so you still saying that you never knew him, and Kay was like no I never knew that man like that. Okay so you didn't know him like that, but you knew him. Okay, so here we go. Drew shows text messages saying that K shows that K responding to Black, and basically it was saying that like he commented on her story, and she thanked him for like coming to a show or something, and she said thank you, handsome. Nah, nah. I'm gonna just say this: if I'm if I'm looking at text, is it and then it's and then it questioned me like the timeline of it all because when did you and Doctor Dennis get married? Because why you replying back to a man saying thank you handsome? As if you and Doctor Keston were married. I don't know, but you say y'all had just got you had just married that man a couple weeks before y'all on the show anyway. So that there we go with that. But thank you handsome and y'all you didn't really know him. Okay, okay, B. So in the midst of them going back and forth and all this and that, security trying to get in the middle of them, and then Drew takes a fall. Drew, you had to take a fall, and like Drew, that really like didn't help the moment any better because it's just like anytime you fall in a moment like that, it just don't make it no better. Um, like and then I said, Drew, now the edit got you looking crazy. Yeah, yeah. So then after that, Drew exits it, and then they all go outside it, take a picture, and then they start giving us updates as far as how the season, as far as where all of the ladies are at now. So Shamea Rombom business is no longer, which we already knew that was going to be a disaster. But their surrogate is pregnant. Drew has to move out of the Marissa home and lost primary custody of the kids and has to pay child support to Ralph. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Portia and Sway still dating after 8 months and going strong. K Country album was supposed to drop 7/31. Let me see did it drop because I think she said on her Instagram that it's supposed to drop in October. So it has dropped yet. Let me go. K Michelle. Let's for that. I'm gonna list this K Michelle in the shower. Okay, it ain't out yet. It's coming August 6th. It's coming August 16th. And why we only got 9 songs? What? Okay, you could at least gave us 10. It's only 9 songs on this album. Okay, it don't drop till October 6th. I mean, when did it say? October 16th. Okay, okay. I'm going to download these 2 songs. I think I had downloaded Jack Daniels already, but I'm going to download 2 songs just because I love her music. I mean, I can't even deny that her as a person. I mean, strange sometimes, but I love the music. Love the music. Been a fan since day one. I can't even deny that. Back to the notes so I can wrap this up. Um, what I was gonna say? Okay. So the album not coming out to October 16th. Angela and her daughter are in a better place, and Fangie is her fan line. Fangie is delayed. Pickett still end up having to file bankruptcy after $4 million in debt. My God, today. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Kelly Sanders, Sandy Springs location is closed, and we already. Well, I know a lot of us seen, but Drew is supposed to video showing that it was Drew. That was weird behavior, but we're gonna move along from that. Kelly's ex is locked up. Well, was locked up by the time they ended filming because after being contempt of the order that was put in place by the judge, and he was incarcerated until he purges $31,000. My God, today he forgot too much stuff going on when it comes to money. Like it's a lot. It was a lot of money issues on this show this season as far as Kelly and Pinky. It seemed like that was just a topic. But I mean, I know it'd be real life stuff people be going through. But Jesus, it's like make it's Jesus. But that really concluded the episode. Ladies end up taking a picture, and if initially Drew wasn't there, but then she came back, and you know how that went. But that was it, and I thought this season finale it was okay. Like it wasn't really nothing that really happened besides the ending moment between Kay and Drew, and we just got a them ending all the lady storylines and all that. But it was okay. I give it a 7. We just get to the reunion, which we're starting this week. So I mean, overall, the season was good. I mean, we had some good moments in the season. I mean, I can't say the season was just bored. The season was bad or boring because we had some good moments in the season. I guess when you have some good moments in the season, then every episode ain't just gotta be drama, drama, drama. But season finale supposed to go out with a bang. I guess that was supposed to be the bang, but it really wasn't. But I give it a 7. I give the overall season 8.5. Yeah, that's still good though. Yeah. So then we get the reunion clip. I know I don't share the reunion clip. Most people don't seen it by now. And we got so many people, so many arguments going on in the review. We got Phaedra versus Pinky, Portia versus Kelly, Portia versus Kay, Enzo versus Kelly, Portia versus Shamea, Kay versus Shamea, Enzo versus Shamea. Like my God, Drew versus Kay. Like girl, these folks gonna be, but it's gonna be good. So basically, just in the reunion trailer, basically they started out by saying that Portia and Sway both dated Mike. Okay, Portia says she's in love with Sway. Andy asked Drew about legal Black's legal situation. Drew says it's unfortunate because he is a good person. Okay, but not he out here scamming people. Case said she never knew a man that was being rich off PayPal. Kay, here's the thing that I want to say about you, Kay. For you to be a married woman, why you know so much about Black? Like you know so much about Black. That made me believe that y'all had something going on at one point. Cause you said he was getting rich off PayPal. Why you know? You say you didn't know the man, but you know that he was getting rich off PayPal. Like you know too much about you know too much about Black for you to be a married woman. we just we see. So Shamea is kind of not less than smart for telling Angela to speak up when she sent her a whole cease and desist. Meaning Shamea, she can't talk about whatever you want her to talk about. So I mean, Shamea was basically saying in her unit that why was Angela so worried about what's going on in her pennies. So she was like, speak up or pay up. But when you see somebody a cease and desist, they really can't speak up about anything. So what did you talk about, Shamil? So you send a cease and desist to a person to stop talking about you. So that's what it's supposed to mean. I mean, or stop talking about the whatever they was talking about. I don't know, but okay, okay. But the one that got me, one read that landed the most was Kelly and well Kelly called Angela a golden retriever, something like that. And Kelly and Angela said something about you got $70,000 in your teeth and nowhere to sleep. You broke. That done it for me. The girls can't read Angela. The girls cannot read Angela. Angela is a reader. We know that. Angela is a reader. Angela is one of them women that you never want to get into a verbal argument with because she is going to read you for filth down and back. Angela is from Chicago. And it's just something about that her energy that gives like don't F with me because I'm going to read you in a classy way. And that's gonna be it. You know? And she does it so effortlessly. Like she does it without breaking the sweat. She does it and just rolls out the tongue. Like it just rolls out the tongue. Like everybody ain't got that gift, but it just that I was here for it. And then Kay and Shamil get into it, and Kay says that her mama Kay said that Shamia mama was in the hookah lounge calling Portia a Jezebel. What? Portia was like, and then when Portia was like, you and your mama keep my name out your mother mouth, and then Shamia, there go her and Shamia. This reunion about to be a lot. But we ready to talk about it. This reunion is about to be a lot. But you ready to talk about it. But I don't went over my time. I used to be on about an hour, but I don't went over my time for today. But it was a long episode. But that's all I have for tonight. Be sure to do all the things like comment, do all the things that is supposed to be done. And I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube channel like I always do. And be sure to follow me over there as well. Follow me on YouTube, y'all. If I don't ask for nothing else, follow me over there. Please. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna stop posting on here. Y'all gonna have to watch these videos over there on YouTube. So I'm gonna stop posting on here Y'all gonna have to watch these videos on YouTube. So y'all gonna have to go subscribe to see me on YouTube. Okay? But I appreciate the support. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good rest of the night. And I'll see y'all in the next video, whatever it might be. Okay? Y'all have a good night. Bye.